Yo, what's up, world? Welcome back to the channel. APW Sports signing in. And today we're talking about Deshaun Watson and the trade rumors. There have been a lot of trade rumors with Deshaun Watson. He could go from teams like the Miami Dolphins, possibly a team like my Chicago Bears. But in this video, we're going to talk about a whole different team. A team that's probably going to be under the radar. A team that's probably not going to be spoken on as much as other teams that he could possibly be traded to. One team I think could make a move for him will be the Washington football team. Yes, I said Washington football team. But before I get into my thoughts on that, be sure to leave this video a like so we can beat the YouTube algorithm. And also, if you are watching this and you are not subscribed and you like football content, this is the place to be. So go ahead right now, click that subscribe button, and also click that notification bell so you will not miss a single video. But enough with all that. Without further ado, let's dive into it.
I'm striving to get rich. That's why I almost went 2 years without buying shoes and fits. Things change now. My mom hearing me with my music and she look a little proud.
Deshaun Watson has been extremely unhappy with the things that have been going on within the Houston Texans organization ever since season's end. The Texans came into this offseason with general manager and head coaching positions open. The Texans interviewed different general managers to potentially have the job. The last candidates were Matt Berzingen, Trent Kirchner, Omar Khan, Louis Riddick, and were scheduled to interview Scott Cohen, but neither of those 5 candidates were hired. The team ended up hiring Nick Caserio, who was not on that list, and the Texans have failed to interview Kansas City Chiefs offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy, a guy that Deshaun Watson has recommended that the Houston Texans look at to be the next potential head coach with the team. Deshaun Watson has since tweeted that he took this anger from a 2 to a 10 throughout the course of this offseason and the things that have been going on with the Houston Texans. And it's also been reported that Deshaun Watson has refused to take any phone calls from the team this offseason. And a lot of speculation has been had that Deshaun Watson just reportedly wants out. And also been reported that Deshaun Watson has no plans to be with the Texans anytime soon. So with all that said, and all the unhappiness that Deshaun Watson has been experiencing throughout the course of this offseason with the things that have been going on with the Houston Texans organization, to this point he has not officially requested a trade, but it's looked like it's heading towards that route. It's been reports saying that he will love a trade to the Miami Dolphins, but to be 100% honest, I do not see that happening with the plans that they have with Tua Tagovailoa, who they just drafted in the 2020 draft in the first round to be the quarterback of the future. That leads me towards another route. That leads me towards a team who I really think could be in the play for him, for a team that really think can use the services and be dramatically improved just with improving their quarterback position. The team I am talking about is the Washington football team. A team that is coming off a 7-9 record. Despite that 7-9 record, they were still able to win the NFC East and have a home playoff game. And if you watch that home playoff game, the Washington football team was in a very, very competitive game with Taylor Heinicke at the quarterback position against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So just imagine what the Washington football team would look like if they were able to make a trade for Deshaun Watson. You still have a lot of core pieces on your defense that are under rookie contracts, guys like Montez Sweat, Jonathan Allen, and Chase Young, just to name a few. Really, really elite pieces to a very, very good defense that are still on young rookie deals. And I think if you get Deshaun Watson in at the quarterback position, despite him receiving a contract extension last year, I really feel that the Washington football team can have a really, really bright present and future, especially with those rookie contracts at the elite parts of your defense. You have Terry McLaurin at the wide receiver position, who's coming into his own and turning into one of the better wide receivers in the football. You have Antonio Gibson, who has been a really, really good football player for the Washington football team this season. McKissick has been very, very good for them. And they have a really solid offensive line, led by Brandon Sheriff, who I think is one of the better offensive linemen in football. The Washington football team, I think, has a bright future going forward if they can get that quarterback position right. Dwayne Haskins turned out to not work. Alex Smith has been dealing with injuries. He's a great comeback story, but he's still at the tail end of his career. Kyle Allen is coming off a really, really bad injury. And you have Taylor Heineke, who looked very, very good against Tampa Bay in that wild card game. But it all leads to be the Washington football team can use an improvement at the quarterback position. And what better improvement that you can use at the quarterback position than Deshaun Watson, who is coming off an absolutely great career year in Houston, despite all of the things that have been going on in Houston with Bill O'Brien being fired, the trade of DeAndre Hopkins, which I think is still one of the dumbest moves in the history of the NFL, if you want to be honest. He still had a very, very great year, leading the league in passing and having a career year, one of the best seasons by a quarterback in the history of the NFL. And it was on a 4-12 football team, which diminishes that season a little bit. Imagine what he would have been if he was on that Washington football team with that elite defense, with playmakers coming into their own with McLaurin and McKissick and Gibson on the offensive side of the ball, along with the offensive line that has been very good, along with Logan Thomas at the tight end position, who has been a real breakout surprise in the 2020 NFL season. So just imagine Deshaun Watson thrown into that lineup, thrown with that defense on the other side, and thrown with some added pieces I think they can add this offseason, especially at the wide receiver position. Add some pieces on defense, maybe at your corners, maybe at the linebacker position. This Washington football team, I feel, with Deshaun Watson, will have a really, really bright future going into next year and going into years coming, especially with that defense under rookie contracts, especially with some of your offensive weapons under rookie contracts. You can get Deshaun Watson to be in there now, and this team will be elevated from 7-9. And if you get Deshaun Watson, there's some extra pieces that you can get through the draft, some extra pieces you can get through this free agent class. I really think that the Washington football team can take themselves from a 7-9 football team easily to a 10-win football team just by making some improvements and getting Deshaun Watson. Ron Rivera has proven to be one of the better coaches in the NFL, especially on that defensive side of the ball. And that defense under Ron Rivera tremendously improved. And the almighty question about the Washington football team going into this offseason is, what are they going to do at the quarterback position? So why not answer that question, and why not make a trade for Deshaun Watson? That would be an upgrade to me. That will be the solution to your problem. You can still have some cap flexibility to get some other guys in there. You can still use the draft to get other guys in there as well. So I think with Deshaun Watson in the Washington football team uniform, you can see this team having a very, very bright future, especially with the defense and especially with the pieces that they already have in fold at the very moment as we speak. But that is all I have for you guys today. Be sure to leave this video a like. Comment your thoughts down below. And if you are not subscribed and you've gotten to this point of the video and you love football content and you want more football content, consider clicking that subscribe button and also clicking that notification bell so you will not miss a single video that I post. But I am APW Sports signing out. Make sure you guys stay safe. Have a great and excellent day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.